In the world of ancient warriors, where battles were fought with brutal intensity, courage and survival depended on more than just skill with weapons. It was the wisdom of the elders, passed down through generations, that often provided the greatest advantages in combat. One such piece of knowledge that crossed the boundaries of culture and civilization was the use of honey on wounds. Across the world, from the deserts of the Middle East to the lush forests of Europe, warriors understood that honey was not only a food of divine sweetness, but also a potent healer, capable of saving lives and preserving health after the brutal clash of arms. In ancient Egypt, the great civilization that mastered both the art of war and the intricacies of medicine, honey was an essential part of their medical practices. The Egyptians believed that honey was a gift from the gods, one that could not only nourish the body but also protect and heal it. Soldiers returning from the battlefield, often bearing the scars and gashes of conflict, would find relief in the simple, yet powerful, remedy of honey. They would apply it to their wounds, knowing that its natural properties would create an environment where healing could begin. Honey's effectiveness as a healing agent was not just limited to the Egyptians. In ancient Greece, the great physician Hippocrates, known as the father of modern medicine, praised honey for its medicinal benefits. He recognized it as an agent that could fight infection and help wounds to heal. This knowledge was not confined to scholarly texts. It was common practice among warriors to carry small pots of honey with them. After a fierce skirmish, they would apply the honey directly to their injuries. The sticky substance would not only soothe the pain but would also prevent the wound from becoming infected, giving the body a chance to heal. In the heat of battle, where medical supplies were scarce and time was often of the essence, honey became an essential life-saving substance. The same wisdom was shared by the ancient Celts, who, deeply attuned to the rhythms of nature and the gifts it provided, used honey for both nourishment and healing. Their druids, who were not only spiritual leaders but also healers, understood the power of honey in tending to wounds. It was said that honey's natural sweetness, combined with its ability to create a barrier against bacteria, allowed the warriors to return to battle more quickly, their wounds sealed and protected by the golden balm. The practice of using honey on wounds was not confined to the ancient world. In the Middle Ages, as knights and soldiers ventured into battles, they, too, relied on honey to protect them from the perils of injury. They understood that in the absence of antiseptics, honey's antimicrobial properties were unmatched. Warriors would pour honey directly into gaping wounds or smear it onto cuts and bruises, trusting that it would prevent infection and help them heal. These medieval soldiers, while armed with swords and armor, were also armed with a knowledge of nature's potent healers, and honey was one of the most trusted. In the more recent past, during World War I, honey found itself once again in the hands of soldiers. In the absence of modern antibiotics, field medics relied on the old practices passed down through generations. Honey was applied to wounds to prevent the deadly threat of infection. Soldiers would return from the front lines, some with grievous injuries, and find themselves in the care of nurses and doctors who had learned the value of honey as a wound dressing. These healers knew that honey's natural ability to draw moisture from the wound would speed up the healing process, and its antibacterial properties would protect the wounded from further harm. In modern times, honey's reputation as a wound healer has only grown stronger. Thanks to scientific research, we now know that honey contains a variety of compounds that make it a potent and effective treatment for wounds. The most important of these compounds are hydrogen peroxide, which is formed when honey interacts with the body's fluids, and methylglyoxal, which has powerful antimicrobial properties. These natural components make honey an excellent defense against the bacteria that often complicate wound healing, preventing infection and promoting a cleaner, faster recovery. Honey's role in wound care doesn't end with its antibacterial qualities. It also acts as an anti-inflammatory agent, which helps to reduce swelling and pain in injured tissues. By creating a moist environment, honey encourages the growth of new tissue while preventing the formation of scabs, which can impede the healing process. The sticky nature of honey forms a protective barrier over the wound, shielding it from dirt and debris while maintaining a stable temperature that supports the body's healing processes. But honey's power extends beyond its ability to heal physical wounds. Its use as a healer reflects a deeper understanding of nature's capacity to restore balance and vitality. In cultures where honey was applied to wounds, it was not just about the physical act of healing, but also about connecting to something greater: the earth, the gods, and the wisdom passed down through generations. The act of applying honey to a wound was, in many ways, an acknowledgement of the body's ability to heal itself with the right support. It was a recognition that the world around us, with all its gifts, was capable of helping us overcome the most dire of circumstances. The wisdom of warriors, doctors, and healers who relied on honey during times of battle speaks to the timelessness of its power. Even in our modern world, where medical technology and antibiotics dominate, honey continues to be a trusted treatment for minor wounds, burns, and skin irritations. It is used in wound care products, ointments, and dressings, and its ability to promote healing has been confirmed by studies and clinical trials. Its enduring presence in both ancient and modern medicine is a testament to its extraordinary abilities. As we reflect on the ancient use of honey to heal wounds, it's important to understand that honey's power is not just a matter of physical healing. It is also a symbol of nature's resilience, a reminder that the earth provides us with the tools we need to survive and thrive. The warriors of old knew this truth, and they carried it with them into battle, where honey was not just a food, but a lifesaver. In the heat of conflict, when injuries were inevitable and the threat of infection loomed large, honey was the answer, a simple, yet profound gift from nature that could turn the tide of survival. The legend of honey's use in treating wounds is one of many stories that speak to the deep connection between humans and the natural world. It's a reminder that, even in our most difficult moments, we are never truly alone. Nature, in all its wisdom, provides us with the means to heal, to recover, and to carry on. From the warriors of ancient Egypt to the soldiers of the modern world, honey has proven to be a sacred ally in times of hardship, a symbol of resilience, protection, and the remarkable power of nature's gifts.